kept Ibisic off the boards. Flag to a cutting Proctor, skipping to the bucket, off the glass and in. Lyndon Baines Johnson once said about the art of negotiation. I'll sit down with you, and you'll sit down with me as Evans hits the jump shot.
The stars have to elevate their game.
James on the drive, went for the dunk, he didn't get it.
It came to defending the basketball and keeping it in front.
Cooper Flag also takes a seat on the bench. Malawach, Knipple, who puts up the three and hits it. Out there.
Tuesday, good shooter. So 50-27 is the Duke lead. Flag back on the floor, finds a cutting Gillis, who misses another.
And I think Duke now can attack J.P. Pegues. He's not the quickest guard. And right now he's guarding Isaiah Evans. But if I were them, I'd drive him.
Evans gets the three off and hit.
Left hand against Malawach.
Sion James back into the point now for Duke.
So far, Auburn's done a pretty good job on Knipple. He hasn't had any open opportunities.
What a rebound.
Two of the best programs in college basketball history get together. Duke controls the tip, and Duke gets the first back
In this game.
And NC State has defeated Duke 2 of the last 3 times they have played, including the ACC tournament, the NCAA tournament last spring. The roll for James. He'll slam it down.
The situation in this game, he took his time, he got in the lane, and got a really good shot.
But playing against Duke is one of the very few teams that will allow you to play one-on-one because they force you to have to make great individual plays to beat them.
Proctor scores on the drive. He's now got.
Duke will take on Cal in a 6 o'clock match. I saw the Golden Bears leaving the practice field here at Durham as we were leaving Cameron.
Corey Tripp, 12.3 per game leading scorer for Wofford. Terriers 3 for 15 early. Here's Malawach on the roll and finish from Knipple.
17.6 assists, 0 turnovers, and he's been able to put up big numbers throughout this season. At 27 and 8 against Cal a couple of games ago. They need him to be aggressive to have success here on the road.
Right, if it's going to happen for Pitt, and they're going to come back, their guards are going to lead a Knipple down the lane. Nice adjustment to lay it in.
Malik Brown, the transfer from Syracuse, such a good defender, a very good rebounder as well. He's got a big job ahead of him. Privas out of the game, but if Asar is in, and another thing, opportunity there, they got a gift from Arizona, got a gift right there, couldn't take advantage.
And you know Arizona's going to be going after the ball. That means be strong with it and force them to foul.
Proctor misses.
The Blue Devils with the basketball first, and Caleb Foster, their sophomore point guard from Harrisburg, North Carolina. Knipple denied. Right there to claim it.
Yes, it is. It was. Did you have a mint julep? That's from my mother.
Oh, now I feel badly.
And she's probably watching this game.
It's a wonderful jacket, Mom. Great to be back in Sunday, including number 16, North Carolina.
Yeah, I was going to say, tremendous for everybody except for the team that has to play North Carolina. They give up 49 points a game. That's unreal.
Flag. Really tough run.
And they need Jalen Lowe. They need Ishmael Leggett. They need production from this elite backcourt that they have that has not been able to get on track here against this stingy Duke defense.
James working at 6'6", lazy. He's strong.
He's super.
Is the headliner for Duke. Malik Brown has to be right there with him for what he did on the defensive end and how tough he made life for Janai Broome in the first half. Broome just 2 for 9 in this game, 5 points.
Behind the back pass on out of bounds underneath. That is just not good execution and not a good idea by Auburn.
James floats it up and in.
His minutes will increase with no Malik Brown available for the Blue Devils.
It's interesting. 2 of the guys John Shar specifically mentioned. There's Gillis. He's the other one. And a 3 from
Their best when they play 5 out. That means Malawach comes away from the basket. Watch this set right now. It's a stagger double. Knipple's going to be the playmaker. Off shot. He hangs and hits. That was great defense by that coaching staff, really, of Duke. Figuring it out. 2-man again. Watch this. Open
Nipple a little short. Nice.
Back to inbound, Duke ball with 8:40 to go. Just about everybody in this building is standing. Knipple up top. Malawat's
been good out of timeouts. Let's see what John Shire has cooked up. They have Malawatch. He grabs it and he throws it down.
Well, you got another half left. We'll see how bad it gets. 5-point lead for Duke.
Yeah, Duke's got to get back in control of the game, and they kind of lost it.
That'll help.
Cooper flag. First set once again, setting it up. Duke is in white, Kansas in their blue. There is flag, and he was going up for a dunk, and he was met by.
And he made a half-court shot against us too, and had 30 on us. So, yeah, John was a really good player, good shooter, smart player.
Malik Brown for three.
Come on, hit it.
It was the Duke Blue Devils in 2017, Marvin Bagley and his crew coming in here and getting beat on this floor when they were the #1 team in the country.
Knipple gives it up for Proctor on the drive, trying to slither inside for two and a quick strike.
For success for the Eagles in this game, get the basketball inside. The points in the paint are absolutely to their advantage. 6 points already for Benning, and then Hastings comes in and has immediate impact.
The two bigs. The kick for flag. He'll take it hard to the paint. The reverse, and no. This is as close as most New England fans who love college basketball are going to get to him here in Boston tonight in this ACC game. About a 3.5-hour drive from his home in Newport, Maine for friends and family. He'll drive it in tight and bank in two more.
Malawatch the screen. Proctor up top, and Malawatch the finish.
Goal for Duke's defense throughout this game is going to be to keep both Jalen Lowe and Ishmael Leggett out of the painted areas. We get a look at Duke's starting five. Sion James, that won the last 7 games with him at the point. And you see him dropping the dime.
Jaden Williams in for the Cardinals. Duke controls the opening tap. Underway, Cameron.
Man-to-man defense to start.
Early touch for flag. Knipple off and running. Partially rejected inside.
Downhill attacking the basket, but more importantly, finishing over length and size in the painted area.
That was a nice athletic play by him. He really made a strong drive to the basket.
Knipple will fire one up there, and that misses.
No whistle.
At Duke.
It's a great tennis family.
Yeah, but when you consider to be able to do that in front of all of your family being there with you, even more impressive that the Blue Devils were able to pull that off.
Swish in the game.
Usually when you avoid a loss like that, you win by a couple at the end, the kind of lesson kind of goes away.
Yeah. Flag has got another 20-point game. Evans has a 3.
Cumulative effect of Duke's length. The pressure they put on you with so many weapons on the offensive end, I think that's ultimately what wears teams down.
So James with Evans. Knipple flag and Malawatch, and
won the ACC championship.
Home stretch brought to you by Allstate. Under 4 to play here. Now only 5 teams, 5 opponents have scored 70 or more in this arena in the last.
Here for the great work that she's done at the University of Virginia.
What a great school it is. An absolutely gorgeous campus.
So, Obi, this is where I got to correct you on that one. All right.
Not a campus, right?
See? I think we have the most beautiful.
Debuts made a big impact with 4 rebounds, some really nice passing, including an assist and a couple of points in 6 minutes. Cooper Flagg's back on the floor with him. Flag face-up jumper.
It's Marcus Hill going to have to be a large part of that.
Yeah, last year they had like 3 or 4.
Yes, especially when you consider the inside-outside combination of DJ Horn and DJ Burns.
It's so much fun. Flag. And the ACC, of course, is having an unbelievable year. Hannah Hidalgo playing for Neil Ivey at Notre Dame. Corey, holy smokes!
But I tell you what, Olivia Miles.
That's what you want your team to do. And then I'm sure he mentioned something to them about, I don't want them to get the ball across midcourt, right?
Did he say it like that?
Something like that.
That may have been a lie.
staying within striking distance of the Blue Devils.
So Duke opens up with a basketball in the second 20 on their home floor. 12 baskets on 10 assists for Duke. Flag gets a touch and knocks it down, and a quick start for him.
Bucket, but more importantly, they don't allow Duke to get out in transition.
Proctor, Knipple, James, Flag, and Malowacz, the starting lineup here for Jon Scheyer tonight. Flag with his first touch off the window for two.
Try things too. Look at the length at the top of that zone, though, and just think about passing around that.
I want to see some diamond and one in the last 7 minutes. Malowacz flushes. That was worthy of a snicker at least. Yeah. J.J. Starling, the last bucket. He's got 12. Starling and Davis, the co-Syracuse leaders, with a dozen. There's another Duke.
You see different playing styles. You see the different conferences, and I think that's the greatest thing about that schedule, because win or lose, those games don't really hurt you. I think Duke is going to be really well prepared to adjust.
What a play.
I know we talk about Cooper Flag a lot, and maybe if you don't like Duke, it's Proctor.
We will try to get more word on his situation as time allows. Knipple the floater, and Malowacz foul.
Far by switching defenses. They've got to continue to do that by slowing down at times. And a foul every now and then's not a bad thing.
Flag at the foul line. Dishing that one.
What you can do for Malowacz is be big on the interior, make it difficult for Lynn Kidd, not allow him to get good looks. Lynn Kidd can make tough shots. He's shown that here already tonight.
First half. Kentucky has not forced a single turnover from Duke in this first half. And it's not like Kentucky's been turning the ball over like crazy, but Duke's got 9 points off turnovers, 0 for Kentucky.
The second left-handed early season college basketball game this should be. The Blue Devils with the opening possession. Everybody standing and booing right now here as this game begins. Caleb Foster open, misses the three. And the getting downhill. Need a little bit more of that. 15-point game. And Knipple again for three and off the iron.
Lost them, however, they still hold on to a 7-point lead.
Approaching 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Bounce speed Flag with a left hand, yes.
You often hear this, but the game has not. They continue to do, especially in this building, OB, that last 5 minutes of the first half, the opening 5 minutes of the second half is normally where Duke separates itself from its opponents.
Knipple off the curl, can't bury it.
Site game up in the New York City area. And again, the ACC not providing that many stiff challenges for Duke, but it will be a good one when they take on the Illini.
Yeah, Illinois is very good. I mean, they have lost 3 of 4. Lost to Michigan State and Maryland. They just got beat.
Malik Brown, all-defensive team in the league with Syracuse a year ago. Flag, such a tremendous distributor. Knipple, well balanced in the lane.
To the break.
So a technical foul on Brandon Johnson. And Duke the ball. Kick out 3 at the front. Gillis.
And that's the tip of our Sonic blockbuster matchup. The Blue Devils with the first possession of the night.
Seth Trimble guarding Cooper Flag. He's given up a lot of size.
And an easy.
You want to have an experienced group, but you also need to get time on the floor together. I mean, understanding how to play is key, but understanding how to play together and learning the dynamics, it's important.
Flag, first touch in the paint.
Malowacz.
Malowacz played on the South Sudan Olympic team. And he is long, a shot blocker, and everything around the basket. He dunks.
And it'll go. Will combine to calmly bring it over the timeline. 2:40 to go. Knipple well defended by Johnson. Now Flag. Backdoor cut, James.
What a block.
Janai Broom got it.
About him back home playing his first game in over a month in his home state. So, of course, wants to have a strong showing here. And now with Zach Austin going down, will get much more of an opportunity.
Flag on the double. Nice pass.
Our Sonic blockbuster matchup. The Inshulman, Jay Billis, Jess Sims here at Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham. 22-point lead for the Blue Devils. Flag draws a double, kicks to Knippel. And he gets inside and slams.
So Sion James is on the floor for the first time. Grad transfer after starting for 4 years at Tulane. He gets it from Flag. Proctor slashing inside for Malik Brown, who finishes strong. Terriers had been 1 for 16 from deep.
See, that's the thing. When you watch tape, those are things you really want to clean up. You've got to say, look, we're getting what we want offensively. Great ball movement. This is beautiful basketball.
But when you let them shoot, they make them. So don't let them shoot.
Just his 5th 3 of the year, the freshman. Flag's on the bench right now with the 2 fouls. Gillis and Evans on the floor together. Here's Mason Gillis. Shot fake off the 3. Elbow jumper is good.
That's good.
K has had almost directly or indirectly on the city of Durham alone. I mean, I came here as a kid, and it isn't like it is today. So, yes, it's the school, but all within the tenure of Coach K.
Remember the young man from Lawrence, Kansas, who came home from South Dakota State.
Flag to his left. Great defense that time. It's Duke's ball and a wide open 3. Need it, and they got it.
At Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Jeff Capel, year number 7 for the Pitt Panthers. The Duke alum, he felt that his team was really snubbed by the NCAA selection committee last year. But you want to make sure you get in, come to Duke and win a game, right? In January. Knippel off the iron. Oh, knocked away, but count that back.
Back to D2 in 2002. They've been in Division I since 2012. The slow climb back. They're going to the West Coast Conference next year. Maybe not getting back to the days of Elgin Baylor, but there is great tradition they're hoping to rediscover. As Brown misses a 3.
Kevin Keys knows they're going to put the basketball in the hands of Flag, especially late in game, to allow him to be the facilitator.
Duke is getting everybody's best shot in the conference, aren't they?
Yeah, they absolutely are. The NC State came in with maybe one of their better performances of the season on the road tonight.
Flag drives it, shot clock winding down.
Exactly the right term, Matt, and those are the kind of shots that George Mason has been getting.
Just 1 for 6 to start. Brown, the kick to the corner.
Sion James at the point with the ball. Proctor, Knippel, Flag, and Malawach, 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. As Knippel finds Flag, he finds Malawach, and the 3 freshmen connect.
And you got to give all the credit to Duke's defense. Pressure on the ball. They're in gaps. They're showing bodies. So Notre Dame's seeing bodies instead of open court.
A good look in the corner for Flag.
I may differ just a bit with my learned colleague. I think there is something North Carolina can do. And you need to toughen up and make some passes on the offensive end. And put a little bit more game pressure on Duke. Good pass from
ball fakes. You have to be sharp. And also, you can't telegraph where you're going to pass the ball. Start looking exactly where you wanted to pass the rock.
Knippel and Tyrese Proctor each had 9 in the first half. Knippel set up by James. Spins in.
Guys who have a really good feel, high IQ for the game.
So Flag and Knippel understood that the slip was coming, and they knew to stay out of the way.
Or it's their responsibility, you know, being in the corners, and then, you know, Sion James has that option to slip off of that little screen.
James turns it over.
Toba over the top of the freshman. Come on, Malawach. He, Flag, and Knippel are the Duke freshmen, along with Foster and Proctor. The best freshman class in the country, which has certainly stolen the show through Duke's first 3 home wins over Maine and Army and the loss to Kentucky.
What energy, what an atmosphere here in Vegas for Kansas and Duke.
Really good, Duke. It took them about a half of basketball to find the conviction and fearlessness to just let loose. I think Wake has since let loose, and they've dictated the way the second half's been played. 2 of 20 from the floor for Duke.
Yeah, just 1 for 12 from 3-point land in the second half of the Blue Devils. Knipple wants to get closer and drops in 2.
Who was highly recruited. They had a really good freshman class, and Moncrief had a great freshman year.
Flag. Trotter with it.
Flag. Takes a bump off the glass. No. Tipped by Brown and down with it Kelly for the Tigers.
Boy, Flag took a huge.
57-50 Duke. Here's Knipple. Model watch for James.
Oh, got one. Knipple passed up an opportunity.
Won't pass up this one, but can't.